Okay, I know you want to make your awesome super productive study space in your room, but every time you try to upgrade it by changing little things in it, still you are in a mess. Am I right? Yup. That's where the question pops up. How to create a study space that is way more productive. So if you watch this video, you will get to know what exactly you have to do to make your old study space more productive, that you can enter that study mode as soon as you enter the place. And the very first thing you have to do is... Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Thinkly. We are all about helping you develop your habit of thinking so you can make your tomorrow more beautiful and more productive. And speaking of productivity, it always based on where you choose to work or study. Basically, if you have kind of a mess as your workspace or study space, well, you know what that means. But if you have a nice and tidy place which is reserved only for studying, you know what that exactly means too. So if I tell you that you can make your unproductive old study space into a way more productive study space just by considering some simple things around you, would you agree? Okay, let's get into it. The most important thing is to pick a suitable place. If you ask someone what is the best place to study, the answers may vary, like libraries, coffee shops, friends' apartments, and many more. But the crucial question is still lies. What is the best place? Well, what I believe is that the best place to study is the best place you feel like you are studying. What did I mean from this? Well, you may be a student who can stay focused on one thing only when you are in a public place or when you are socialized. Oops, that's not that good. But if so, you have the chance to choose the library and the apartment of your friend. But if you're kind of the person who can stay focused for a long period of time on a single task only when you are alone and not likely to be distracted by anyone else, then be it. Own it, man. Don't try to do what others do. Choose your room. So, I have some incredible easy tips for you. So, let's make it productive. Tip number 1. Reserve that place only for studying. You know what? Context is everything. Because our behaviors are most likely to be influenced by the environment factors. Simply, what you have in the place is actually what you're doing. This is no problem if you choose the library, because you don't go there for any other reason. But in case it's your room, it is much more important to consider. One of the easiest methods to do this is to turn your desk into a corner of your room so your video games, fiction books, and any other distracting materials are out of your view. Next tip is about lighting. Lighting really can affect your productivity. If you can get natural light, definitely that's the best option. But if you are using the artificial light, you have to consider some qualities of it. One is the brightness. Try changing it up or down and find what works. And the color temperature of the bulb also matters. Try using different bulbs of different color temperatures to find what works for you. Besides that, try using a table lamp. Tip number 3 is to get comfortable, but not too comfortable. Try finding a comfortable chair, or at least experiment a standing desk, which works for everyone these days. But you don't want to be more comfortable, because that will make you lazy and sleepy. Another important thing is to gather everything you need for your study session before you start, like pencils, notebooks, textbooks, and the calculator if you are doing math, and even try to get a water bottle. Plus, you should only keep the things that you really want for studying. So, the things that you don't want, get rid of them, including your phone. Alright, I know I told you to use your phone as a Pomodoro timer through an amazing way in the previous video. And if you use the Pomodoro technique, yes, you can use the phone, but only after putting that thing in the flight mode. And the next step for you is remember to leave after you have done your studies. What? Why should I leave my awesome super productive room? Well, that's the reason. If you have created the best study space, you are going to love being there. It might even be your favorite part of your apartment. Then you will be tempted to do everything there. Watching Netflix, playing video games, sitting and getting your meals and chatting with friends. But whenever possible, your study space should just be used for studying. Making it reserved area for studying will help you to quickly fall into the study mode as soon as you enter the place. Point is clear, right? The last but most important tip to make your study space more productive is to clean the place before you leave. If you're like me, you're most likely to see a messed up desk after you have done studying. Which even you can't imagine how did this get so messed up. Yep, if that is you, probably clean it up. Otherwise, you are most likely to procrastinate to study the next time you comes to the place. Speaking of procrastination, you really need to get rid of that, because that really harms the productivity, even if you have the best study space. Okay then, how should I do that? Well, I hope Thinkly has a video about it. Yep, we have a video where we talked about the benefit of using the Pomodoro technique. Wait, what? How you're supposed to kill procrastination with the Pomodoro technique. Yeah, I know that you don't know how, so watch this and learn how.